welcome back to our candle shop. How can I help you? You're looking for some new candles? That's great. And what type of candles are you looking for this time? Okay, so you're looking for some votives and wax tarts for your wax melter, yes? Okay, great. So, as you know, we've been closed for a few months for obvious reasons, so I do have a lot of different candles from a lot of different seasons to show you to play catch up on. We haven't been provided with the autumn collection yet, so I am able to show you a lot more of our spring and summer line. That's what you came in to see? Well, that's great. So, do you have a specific style of scent that you're looking for this time? Okay. Just a bit of everything. Okay. So, I will show you a few from our spring and summer ranges. Some of these have now been discontinued, so they will be on sale, but that doesn't make them any less special. So, do you have any specific tones you're looking for? Floral, sweet, musk? Okay, so you're looking for just a little bit of everything. Okay. So, the first suggestion that I have for you is this lovely wax tart. This is poached pear flambe. I'm going to let you smell this one. What do you think about that? Yes, it has lots and lots of different lovely scents to it. It has just enough sweet scents to fit into summer, but I feel like it's a really lovely transition scent to go into autumn with, because it doesn't have the typical pumpkin and buttery scents, but it does have that warm, woody, almost autumnal and rainy scent combined into it. So this one, as you can tell, doesn't smell like food at all. It's a very atmospheric scent. And I'll let you know what scents are included in poached pear flambe. The top notes are pear nectar and crystallized sugar. The mid notes are honey and caramel. The base is whipped vanilla and fruity musk. And I feel like the scents that come through most with this candle would definitely be the combination of musk and caramel and crystallized sugar for that almost buttery feel. It's not quite a baked good scent because of that base note of musk, which stops it from being overly sweet. But it definitely connotes certain elements of baking, at least a little bit at the beginning of smelling it. And I would say for that very reason, you could use this through spring, summer, and autumn, just because it has the muskiness of all year round, but that wonderful mellowed scent from the vanilla met with the sweetness of the sugar and the caramel. And I think that the infusion of honey with this doesn't overbear the scent, but complements it very well. And it just keeps the musk at a nice, comfortable scent level almost. So what do you think of this one? Yes, it doesn't smell like a food at all. And I find it to be a very pleasing scent for that reason. It's almost a baked scent for those that don't enjoy baked scents. You like this one? Very good. I would say it is not musky enough to be a purely masculine focused scent, but it could be enjoyed by those that enjoy masculine and feminine scents. But I would say it's just slightly more on the feminine side due to the overall sweetness that complements the musk in the candle. So just as a little reminder, the wax tarts burn for up to 8 hours, as opposed to the votives which burn for up to 15 hours. Now, despite the lesser time that it burns for, it does put out a much stronger scent than the votives for a shorter period of time. So I would say that the tarts are very suitable for those who are unsure about scents that they may like. So, let's see. I have another wax tart, and this one has been discontinued. This is a lovely, light, delicate pink. This is Rainbow Cookie. And this one is similar in some ways to the classic Christmas cookie, or even the sugar cookie. But it has just a little bit more fruitiness to it. And again, this doesn't smell like a baked scent at all. So I will let you smell this one. You like this one? Yes, I would say this one does smell very good. So the top notes of this one are sweet orange and creamy peach. The mid notes are passion fruit and buttercream. And the base is vanilla frosting and coconut. So I would say that this is a perfect transition scent away from the classic baking scent that is sugar cookie and Christmas cookie, and it allows you to enjoy that scent without thinking or focusing the atmosphere of Christmas too much into spring or summer. Given its almost creamy, zesty feel, it's very similar to peaches and cream, I would say. This is definitely more suited for summer, just because it reminds us of the flowers and cocktails and lovely drinks that we like to have during the summer. It has a very refreshing scent to it, but it is calmed down by the fact that it does have coconut as its base, so it's not overbearing in any way at all. What does this make you think of? Yes, it has just enough creaminess and frosting base scents to make us think of cookies, but we are strayed away very quickly from the scent into more of a tropical feel because of those lovely fruits. You like this one? Very good. So, another scent that was new this year is this one. I have this one in a votive for you. This one is Water Garden. This was new to our spring range this year. However, I was not able to show you it just because the store was closed. So this is completely different from the poached pear flambe and the rainbow cookie. This has a soft, almost duck egg blue colour to it, and I'll let you smell this one. So this borders on being the combination of a masculine scent as well as a linen-based scent. And I think that they balance each other absolutely perfectly. The reason for that is because you can smell those cotton and floral scents just evenly enough with the musk that is combined with this candle. So I would say that this is a real atmosphere setter as well as being an overall crowd pleaser. This doesn't have a lot of scents going on, and for that reason it's a very calming scent and perfect for spring. However, if that is the scent of your choice throughout the year, I would say that this would work throughout the year. I would say that this smell makes your home smell like a home. Yes. So the top notes of this one are lemon, orange, and watery. The mid notes are rose, lily of the valley, and green lily. And the base is woody and musk. Now, because of the citrus scents, it waters down the scent of the really pungent floral scents of lily of the valley and rose. You can tell floral scents are there, but not in an overbearing, really strong rose and typically lavender scented candle. It's classy, and again, it's suitable for all times of the year. And because of its gentle scent, I would say it's very good for daytime or nighttime. But overall, I would say that this is one of the most calming scents that we have yet released. So have another smell of this one. If you happen to enjoy scents of almost washing detergent in a way, it's kind of like that, but it has just enough freshness of its own to really make it its own unique scent. You like this one? Very good. So let's see. I would say next, let's have a look at a couple of the holiday scents. So this one is Easter Bouquet, but if we ignore the Easter theme for a second, this is simply a perfect springtime scent where everything is growing and floral scents are really coming in. So we have a smell of this one. So whilst the Water Garden is a very good springtime scent, it is an overall all year round crowd pleaser, but this one really emphasizes plants. I won't quite say floral, but I will say plants, and it really does make you think of almost a fresh cut lawn. So the top notes of Easter Bouquet are ozone, apple, and melon. Melon for that freshness. The mid notes are tulips, hyacinth, cyclamen, and peony. And the base is creamy musk, and that musk is there to help calm down those really typically strong scents of hyacinth and peony. Now, hyacinth and melon go together perfectly in the candle world. They just complement each other very well. Hyacinths and peonies are really distinctly strong smelling floral scents. And the reason that the creamy musk and melon is there is to really calm the scent down without being overbearing. The main scent of this one is, I would say, definitely the hyacinth and the peony. This is a strong floral scent, and this is really why I emphasize that this is the springtime candle, because whilst it is calmed down by the musk and the melon scents, it's not calmed down enough to take it away as the main scent from this candle. So if you happen to really like floral scents, then I would of course suggest this one for you. You're going to pass on this one? That's okay. So the other holiday one that we had this year was Bunny Vanilla Cupcake. This is a lovely purple and pink toned candle that was released, of course, for our Easter range. And I'll let you smell this one. You like this one? Very good. So this one is the top notes are vanilla icing and malted sugar. The mid notes are cake batter and chocolate. And the base is cocoa and vanilla bean. Now, what's interesting about this one is, of course, we sell a variety of different cake and cupcake and vanilla cupcake scented candles that are typically sweet, strong, pungent, and are almost overwhelming after a short period of time. However, I would say that this one is absolutely not at all. This is delicious without being sickly. And for that reason, I would say that this would have a much longer sustained scent in your room. So I feel like if you're looking for a gently buttery vanilla cake scented candle that isn't overwhelming like some of the other candles we have, this is the candle I would suggest for you. You like this one? This one, again, I think is just gentle enough because it is in the season of spring that it could be used all year round. Again, this is not a baking scented product, but it is just creamy and sweet enough to give the almost slight idea of baking. But overall, I think it's just a lovely, sweet, atmospheric scent. So this, I would say, is a nice, calming atmospheric scent, and this one is a sweet atmospheric scent. Sometimes it's nice to smell candles that smell like chocolate cake, or certain fruits, or lavender, plants and florals. But sometimes it's nice to just simply set a mood for a certain room, and I think candles like this can do that successfully without being overbearing. So let's see what we have next. We have this one. This is another new one for this year. This is Sweet Pea Madeleines, and this is a votive again. This has a very, very gentle, slightly pastel pink tone to it. So this is a very elegantly decorated candle. So I'll let you smell this one. It has a lot more musk than you would first think from the packaging. So the top notes of this one are citrus zest and almond extract. The mid notes are sweet pea petals and cardamom. And the base is powdered sugar and vanilla. So interestingly, those are a lot of ingredients that you would normally see in ice cream. The cardamom, the vanilla, the almond extract. But this is a quite dulled down scent. This is sweet, but only lightly sweet. This scent is almost near to a very neutrally scented candle. The smell of plain candle wax is its own scent, and I think that this is almost very similar to that, despite all of the mentioned ingredients and scents involved in the making of this candle. This candle is subtle, almost to the point of being almost unnoticeable. So I would say if you would only like a very light, delicate scent in a certain room, then I would suggest this candle. What do you think? Yes, I would say it's a very safe scent, especially for those who are just starting to burn candles and are unsure as to what scents that they may like. And for that reason, perhaps this would be better suited as a gift, or for the days where you would like your room to smell like something, but you're not quite sure what. You'll take this one? Okay. So you mentioned in a couple of your visits that you do like musk. Now I'm not sure if I've shown you this one before, but this was from our holiday range from Christmas, and this is Candlelit Cabin. And I would say this is the absolute perfect gift for those who prefer a musky scent. So have a smell of this one. This has a very masculine but refreshing scent to it. I would say that this would be perfect for any male that you are purchasing a candle gift for. So the top notes of this one are rhubarb, black peppercorn and apple. The mid notes are nutmeg, magnolia and hazelnut. And the base is vetiver, patchouli and amber. Now patchouli and amber are two main ingredients and scents that you will see in more masculine scented candles. So those are ingredients that you would probably wish to go towards if you're looking for that style of scent. So this is a similar scent to certain colognes and men's perfumes. Yes, this is a very lovely scent. Now because this contains no musk, the after scent of this one isn't dull and pungent as musk is. It's refreshing from beginning to end, unlike a couple of other candles where it could be again sweet or floral and then it proceeds to remain as musky. But this doesn't follow the same pattern as that, and I think this is why this is so interesting. This has an almost woody scent to it in the middle, and I think that could be created from the vetiver, patchouli and the magnolia. And I like that this has just a couple of flowers involved in the making of it, because I think that's what really binds the sweetness of the rhubarb and apple with the patchouli and the amber. And I think the magnolia is what helps marry and meet them together in the middle. Yes, I would say this is an absolutely lovely, refreshing scent. It doesn't make me think of the winter holidays or Christmas at all, but instead it just makes me think of not even a candlelit cabin, because I would reminisce on wood and smoke. This doesn't feel like that at all. This feels crisp, this feels fresh, this feels like it would suit spring or autumn, but it is definitely a very lovely, refreshing masculine scent. You take this one? Very good. Okay, so another scent that I would love to show you that is new to this year is Camellia Blossom. This is a white springtime candle. And I'll show this to you now. This is reminiscent of a men's cologne, but I think it's refreshing and sweet enough to be more of a feminine scent also. So I would say it's good for all crowds. So the top notes of this one are sea salt and apple blossom. The mid notes are camellia, jasmine and orange flower. And the base notes are patchouli, white cedar and musk. So those masculine scents that you're picking up on are the patchouli and the musk. And I think that that's really calmed by the sea salt, the apple blossom and the jasmine. And I think the orange flower just gives it a slight tinge of more of a feminine note to it. I would say that this is not particularly a scent suited for more masculine or feminine preferences, but this is another one of those atmosphere setters. But I would say because of the slight more musk than sweetness involved in this candle, I would say that this is more suited for the evening, just because it does have quite a mellow, sharp scent to it. And this isn't too balanced out by the sea salt or the apple blossom. The scents such as jasmine and musk do shine through a little bit more than the sweeter scents involved in this candle. So out of the candles I've shown you today, I would say that this one is probably the most musky, which of course could potentially be more of a pungent, overbearing scent over a longer period of time, just because this can grow to be a slightly overbearing scent. So let me know what you think. Okay, you'll pass on this one, that's fine. So let's see. We have a scent that was released last year. You may have seen this one before. This is Alfresco Afternoon. This is one of my personal favorite scented candles. And I think that the bright green color of this doesn't quite reflect how I feel when I smell this candle. I think of oranges and yellows. But have a smell of this. Let me know what you think. So I would say that this is the scent that marries spring to summer and unites them and passes on to summer very well. This reminds me of drinks, but not alcohol. It's the refreshing ingredients that's included in the scents that makes this so pleasing. So the scents included in this one, the top notes are fresh air, accord, and eucalyptus. The mid notes are aromatic juniper and nectarine blossoms. And the base notes are conifer leaves and woody notes. The interesting part about this candle is that it doesn't smell like any of the ingredients mentioned in the making of the candle. This might give the impression that it would smell like a mojito, but it doesn't. It does have an extremely refreshing scent without being overbearing at all. I think that's what combines spring and summer with the theme of this candle so well. But it definitely holds its own. It's balanced out by the eucalyptus and the fresh air accord. But I would say that the smell that perhaps shines through the best in this is the nectarine blossoms. And I just think that it infuses each of the ingredients, top, mid, and base, perfectly. What you smell at the beginning of this candle is what you smell at the end. It's a very happy scent, a really excited scent. One that I would say is definitely more for the daytime. But it's definitely a lovely, cheery scent that isn't overwhelming, and it isn't reminiscent of a certain drink or food. It's just a really refreshing, slightly sweet scent. And because there isn't an obnoxious ingredient used in this candle, I think that's what balances it out so well, is that all of the scents included in this have been paired in a balanced fashion rather than in a passage of sorts from top, mid to base. You would anticipate a slight bit of caution perhaps with this candle with the mention of eucalyptus. You would think sharp, cold scent, but it's refreshing. It's certainly more reminiscent of mint perhaps than eucalyptus, as eucalyptus is a very strong scent that just about pushes its way through the rest of the scents in any category it comes up in. But I would say if you just like the smell of almost a slightly floral fruit cocktail, this might be the candle for you. Give this one a go? Great. So I have a couple more candles to show you. I have this one that is new this year for our springtime range, and this is Afternoon Escape. Now this is self-proclaimed as a calming scent, however I would disagree. However, let me know your thoughts. Yes, this one is quite strong as opposed to the Water Garden. I would say that is definitely more of a calming scent in comparison. So the top notes of this one are lemon and cypress. The mid notes are geranium, jasmine, and lily. And the base notes of this one are cedarwood, amber, and woody. And I would say, as balanced as the scents are in Water Garden or Alfresco Afternoon, they are very unmanaged in this candle. There is a scent that comes together in the middle from the fusion of them, but it comes together as more of a just strong, almost slightly overwhelming scent, especially over time. So I would say, again, because of these really strong, not dulled down scents and ingredients in this candle, that you may prefer to burn this in a larger room or for a shorter period of time, just because those scents do combine into something more linear. This could be used probably in the evening or the autumn, but I wouldn't necessarily specify this as a spring or summer scent. It's not particularly reminiscent of the rain or floral scents, but I would say it's probably found its place more in autumn, just because of that mellow, musky scent of the infusion of those flowers. Jasmine and lily do have their place in spring and summer scents. However, those are normally met with slightly sweet or fruity scents to complement it, to really uplift that scent and make it slightly more excitable rather than mellow. But I think that this one, because it's been based more in cedarwood, amber and woody, it's more of a masculine scent as well as more of a mellow scent. You like this one? Okay, very good. And the last scent that I have to show you today is Coconut Beach. So this is another wax melt, and this isn't a new scent by any means, but this is the scent to me that symbolizes that it is summer, that it is time to relax and enjoy the season. So, I'd like to smell this one. I call this the candle that, for people that don't like coconut, you'll like this candle. Coconut is naturally a distinctive, unique, pungent scent, but the ingredients and scents of this one have been married together wonderfully to make it more of a unique take on coconut. So the top notes of this one are salty air and pineapple. The mid notes are fresh coconut and lea blossom, and the base notes are airy musk and Tahitian vanilla. But the vanilla is not pungent. The lea blossom is what adds that slight musk and calm scent to the pineapple and coconut. From what you can tell, of course, this is nothing like a pina colada, and I really admire that candle for that, for doing such a wonderful job of combining those scents together. So this one, I would say, is a lovely scent for summer, because it does symbolize that it is summer when you burn this one, but it's also not overwhelming like a lot of fruity scents that come out in the summertime. But I would say it almost has a slight calming scent to it, and I think that comes from the combination of the musk, the salty air and the lea blossom that are infused with those quite arguably strong scents such as pineapple, coconut and vanilla. And I think because of that, they just come together so gracefully. So what do you think? Do you like that one? Very good. So are you interested in any more candles from our shop? No? Okay. Well, you have picked up quite an assortment that I hope you will enjoy. Thank you so much for visiting us today at our candle shop. Take care. Goodbye.